Hi, this is Hongshu from motioncircles.com. In today's video, we will work on this animation in After Effects. I'll show you how to get your project from this to this. Let's get started. Alright, let's get started. First of all, we need a pyramid. Let's go to create a composition. Call this one pyramids. Let's change it to 1080 by 1080. Click OK. And we need to turn on the grid. And then we also need to go to layer new. Let's create a solid layer. That's good. And the next thing we need to do is we need to create a triangle shape. So first of all, we're going to check going into the view, make sure it's snap to get is checked. And then we go to pen tool, zoom all the way in, and then make sure we are hitting on this middle part in the center of the composition and draw a perfect triangle. So this is going to be our triangle. I'm going to fill it with a color. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to use this bottom layer as the base of the pyramid. And then I'm going to duplicate this triangle 3 times. So these are going to be my 4 sides. And this is going to be the base. For the 4 sides, I need to change the anchor point to the bottom of the triangle. Let's move the anchor point to the bottom. And then let's make everything a 3D layer. Let's go to the camera view, go to custom view. And now we have this side view. Let's go to the rotation property. Let's change the X rotation to 90 degrees to flip this base. And then let's go to position property. Let's move this position down. So over here, it should be 1080. That's good. Now we have a base. And now I just need to hit R for the rotation. And we can flip 2 of them on the side. I think it's this Y rotation. Let's flip 2 of them to 90 degrees. That's good. And then for the first 2, let's hit P. We're going to move the X position. Change this one to 1080. And then change the X position of the second one to 0 so that we have these 2 triangles lining up with our base on the side. And then we need to line up the other 2 triangles as well. Let's say P on the keyboard for position. So it's going to be the Z position. This one, I'm going to change it to 540. And then this one, I'm going to change it to negative 540. Now we have all the side that's lined up with my base. And now I just need to change the rotation. So for the first one, which is this one, we just need to change the orientation. I think it's going to be this side here. I'm going to modify this one to 30 degrees. So it should be negative 30. That's coming inside, inward. And this one should be 30. That's going inward. And now we'll have this one that's going to be a different orientation. So it's going to be the X orientation. This one, we can change it to 30. And then the last one, I'm going to change it to negative 30. This is looking pretty good, and this is how we create a pyramid. We already have our pyramid over here. So as you can see, we created our pyramid, and each side is having a different color. And the next thing after we have the pyramid, we're going to do the animation. In terms of the animation, we're only going to animate the Y rotation of the pyramid. So this is our animation. We have just 180 degree of a rotation of this shape that we just created. After we have this rotation animation, that's good. We're going to create a solid layer, and then we're going to add a gradient fill color onto the solid layer. This is a gradient ramp, just basically going from the white to black. And then we're going to create an adjustment layer with a time displacement effect. And on the time displacement effect, we're going to select the map, which is number 4. This is going to be the displacement map. Turn off the eye icon and then change the max displacement to 0.3. After we do that, this is going to be the animation we have. So this time displacement effect is going to create this delayed spin effect on our pyramid. You can also change to different values over here. If I change it to 0.6, it's going to create more swirl on my pyramids. I think I'm good with 0.3. Now that we have the animation done, we need to create the gradient animation that we can apply to the different sides of this animation. Before we continue, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We will publish new content every week. Click the subscribe button to level up your animation skills and get inspired with great animation every week. You can also join our exclusive community to hang out with fellow designers to grow together. Check out the link in the description below. If I unhide this layer here, these are the animation we have. Let's go inside the gradient aura. In terms of the gradient aura, we have 5 different circles in different color, and they're right now just wiggling around in my comp. Above all the layers, I'm adding an adjustment layer with a fastbox blur effect so that everything is kind of blurred together. This is a gradient aura mask that we're going to apply to all the sides of my pyramid. Let's go back to my pyramid animation. Now that we have this gradient aura animation, we just need to apply this animation to 4 sides of my pyramid, and we also need to do that separately. So let's go back to the pyramid animation. We need to separate each side, and remember we have our color information on 4 sides of my pyramid, so that's why over here I'm using the linear color key to make sure I select each side separately, and then I'm using this side as a track matte for my gradient aura, so that if I turn on my 4 sides here, you can see each side of the pyramid is separated. If I solo this layer, you can see only this one side is visible. And then if I solo this one, you can see this side is visible. Now that we have this animation going on, this is looking good for now. We also need to go inside the layer styles of my gradient aura for each side. I'm going to add in the inner shadow, and then the inner glow and the bevel and emboss. In terms of the inner shadow, I'm going to change it to overlay, make it white color so that we have this soft inner shadow. And then the distance is changed to 43, the size is changed to 50. In terms of the inner glow, I'm also changing it to a white color, change the blending mode to color dodge, and then let's modify the size to 13 at the range to 100%. And then for the last bevel and emboss, we're using the inner bevel. The soften value is changed to 16, the size is changed to 100, and then the angle is changed to 136. So these are the basic settings that we have on all sides. And this inner glow, inner shadow, and the bevel emboss are applied to all these 4 different gradient aura that's making up the 4 sides of my pyramid. And this is the animation we have. You can see the glow that's going along the edge, and also the shadow and the bevel that's going along the side of the pyramid. It's giving our pyramid more definition. After we have that, we need to add a adjustment layer, and then once I add in the curves effect, I'm going to adjust the curve to give it more contrast and then give it more highlight over here. Let's also adjust the vibrance color over here, and then let's add in the deep glow setting so that there's more glow coming up from our pyramid. And this is already looking pretty nice right now. You can see, remember all these inner shadow and inner glow that we added, and also the bevel effect is giving all these beautiful definition on the edge around my pyramid that's created by the deep glow. And right now it's looking pretty cool. However, you can see there's some, and you can see right now there's a bit of broken edges or aliasing happening. So we need to add another adjustment layer. It's a free plugin called FXAA from Plugin Everything. So basically we just add in this adjustment layer and duplicate this plugin or effects by 14 times. So that is giving it a strong anti-aliasing effect. If I turn this one off, you can see there's a lot of aliasing happening around the edges. If you are not happy with the result, you can even duplicate more of these. You can duplicate 30 of them to make sure we don't have those broken edges. It's going to help smoothing our edges on the pyramid. And after we have these effects, this is the animation we have. That's looking pretty good. And let's go outside from the final animation. So basically, after we have this effect here, we just animated scale property. So it's growing up at the start, and then we have this circle coming in with a trail that's gonna go around the pyramid and then shoot up, exit the scene. So this is gonna be our whole animation. After we have this animation, this is looking pretty nice with the Deep Glow plugin. And then let's go to the main composition. We're doing a chromatic aberration, and each composition is separated by the alpha channel, the red alpha channel, the green alpha channel, and the blue alpha channel. And then the position is a bit offset so that we get these glowing edges. After that, we also add another adjustment layer with some noise effect and some curves adjustments. And this is going to be our final animation. Let's take a look. There you have it. This is our final animation. That's it with this video. Hope you like it. Don't forget to test them out in your next project. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Also, let me know in the comments below if this video is helpful and what other videos or tutorials you would like to see on this channel. Don't forget to check out our motion design mastery course on motioncircles.com. Link is in the description. If you want to begin your journey as a professional animator, this course is for you. It will take you from beginner with zero experience to animation mastery in just 8 weeks. Time to raise your skills and take full control of your animation. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.